Well, we have kind of a problem, but I think we can solve it with 3D printing. So we are south of Moab, Utah, and we're hauling a trailer down to Houston, Texas to Polymaker. And I didn't bring a block for the jack. And we're gonna need that in order to drop the trailer. So instead of finding a pile of rocks or a chunk of wood that I didn't bring because I forgot to bring the block, I remember we have a 3D printer in the truck. So it's a Bambu Lab A1 Mini, and it has like a 7-inch build volume, and the foot's only like 5.5 or 6 inches. So I figured, why not plug it into the truck while we're driving? We're still a day and a half away. And we'll print a nice big heavy duty block. And yeah, we'll see if that'll work. So what we're gonna do is I think we can just plug this straight into the truck and power it up, and we'll load some Polylite PLA on it. There it goes. A Bambu Lab A1 Mini being powered by a Ford F450. Yeah, there we go. And let me get a spool of filament. All right, so here's some filament. What should we use? That's Polysonic PLA. Should we do blue? What color? The Starlight Mars? Yeah. Big block is Starlight Mars. All right, we'll load this up. So let's see if we can heat this up. Awesome. Heating the nozzle. So this is a cantilever design on this printer, right? So I'll turn around so you can see it here. So I do wonder, when we're driving, is it going to be bouncing? Is this arm going to be bouncing up and down? If it bouncing down the road with a truck and trailer for the next 1,000 miles or so makes a difference, or if it works just fine. We'll find out. 219, I can smell it. $219, what is it, 220, 230, 240, almost 250, so watch it extrude right here. There it goes. Oh, this keeps falling out. Yeah, we don't want that to happen, huh? How do we, Yeah, we don't want that falling out. I guess we can get some gaff tape. Yep. All right, we're just gonna throw some gaff tape up on here, only because it kind of had some support stabilization issues with the power cord coming out of there. All good. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna jump into Bambu Studio, and I'm just gonna make I don't know, like a rectangle, just a block, and give it some good bottom layers, top layers, walls, some infill, and we'll get that printing while we're driving. So I jumped into Bambu Studio here on my Mac in the truck, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and add a primitive, and we're gonna add a cube, and then we're gonna scale this cube up, and I think like size, I think we'll just do it like 160 millimeters. There it goes, 160. And then we're gonna come over here to strength, and the walls, I think we're gonna do something like, we'll do like 5 walls. Top layers, I think we'll do something like, I think we'll do like 8 and 8, right? Infill, we're gonna do probably 30% infill, which is, that's quite a bit of infill, right? So once you get above 30, 40, 50%, it's a diminishing return on infill. So, but 30% is actually quite a lot. So speed settings, fine, we're gonna leave it at the default. I am gonna slice it though, and we're gonna find out exactly how long it's gonna take. Okay, that's a long time. 1 day, 1 hour and 35 minutes. That's too long. We can go to fatter layer. Oh, I know why. I figured it out, and I had it on the wrong printer. Bambu Lab A1, Bambu Lab A1 Mini, 0.4 nozzle, 0.24 draft layers. We're gonna go, like I said, number of walls. We're gonna go 5 walls. We're gonna go 8, or we'll go 7. 7 top and bottom layers, and we're gonna go with 25% infill. Hit slice. 19 hours. Shoot. That's a long time of printing. We could do 5 top, 5 bottom, and we could do 4 walls. Should we have to? I think we have to reduce the size, right?
Yeah.
Scale, go 150 millimeters, right? Go turn off uniform scaling. We'll drop the Z down to 120 millimeters. It's not a very big block. How many? Like, that's only like a block this big. Slice. 10 hours and 38 minutes. What do you think?
10 hours, that's doable.
Well, we're going to find out if it's going to support it. Okay, 10 hours is doable. We can't stop the truck. The truck cannot stop running for the next 10 hours. What do you think?
Let's do it.
All right. So, yeah, no, it's all sliced up. Let me send it right to the printer. And then we got to get back on the road. Check that out right there. Pretty sweet. And that's just running here off the power in the truck. The first input shaping to have in an F450. Just sick. That is awesome. First layer going down in a Ford F450 here. And we're going to head on our way through and past Albuquerque, New Mexico into Texas. And this is going to be printing the whole time we're driving. Yeah, we forgot to bring a UPS. So we can't shut the truck off. The truck is the UPS at this point. So now on the road to Texas while that's printing.
I see dead ends, but we're still going strong. We've been heading down a one-way street, but it feel like it's wrong. Moving like a freight train, getting tired of tugging along. I've been trying to say goodbye, but I'm gonna miss you, girl, the second you're gone. Gave me your heart, gave you heartbreak. I'm sorry, I'm lost in this dark place. Somehow I make it to Sunday. I promise I'll be coming back. I'm out down the highway, with all my regrets. I've been driving for miles and miles and miles. I can't see where it ends. I've been trying to find ways to tell you how I feel. Yeah, but I can't tell you goodbye, cause I know it'll hurt if I let go of the wheel.
It's about almost 6 p.m. and it's still printing, and we've had New Mexico roads, worst roads possibly in our country. Huge bounces. And we even lost power on the printer once. It unplugged itself. So we had to use the power resume. Actually, I think that's happened twice now. So anyway, I'll show you what it looks like. Let me get out. We're fueling up. All right. Had to unlock the door. Here we go. This is what it's looking like right here. Oh, spool came off the spool holder. See, it's been bouncing down the road. But anyway, that's what it looks like. Not bad. It's got a couple little marks on it from bouncing down the road. But it's still printing, which is pretty awesome. So we're going to have that block for the jack before we end tonight. Now we're in Albuquerque, and these roads are bad. This is the interstate, what, I-40? And it is just, I'm sorry for the shaky camera, but this is actually what it's like. It is terrible. And the printer, still printing. All right, well, you're probably wondering why I brought a 3D printer with us on this trip in the first place. And the truth is, well, I mean, besides being a 3D printing channel, and yeah, we bring 3D printers places, I really think that 3D printers just aren't gadgets anymore. They're tools. They're tools for people's homes, for their garages, for shops. And when you're hauling a trailer across the country, there isn't anything that you can't print with a 3D printer that you take along with you on the adventure. Case in point, the jack, or not the jack, but the block for the trailer, which is awesome. And I think the A1 Mini turned out to be like the perfect machine. Super small, super lightweight, powers from the truck. It's like just a couple 100 watts to power. It turned out it's probably the perfect printer for this application. And so anyway, back at it. It's about done. It's done. Awesome. let's get this thing off there. Look at it. It's not without issues for bouncing down the highway. We got some problems here. This is from a power outage. That's from a power outage. But I have to say though, to be honest with you, this thing was rattling down the highway. I mean, where the printer was actually catching air, bouncing off of the floor of the truck. That is not bad, and it's heavy. I mean, that's solid. That feels like a chunk of wood. I actually have pretty high confidence that that jack will work on that. But anyway, we're about 2 hours from our destination where we're sleeping for the night, and we'll test it when we get there. Here we are. Here's the block. You can see it's a bit ugly. We had some problems with power outages in the truck. It's kind of ugly, but it's solid. And take a look down there. We're gonna put it under this jack and we're gonna see if it'll actually lift this trailer up. It's not the fastest thing in the world. It's gonna take it some time, but we'll get there. That should be enough. Now, why are we doing this? Why do you have to have blocks? Because sometimes jacks don't have enough throw. They can't reach all the way down to the ground and then lift up and unweight the suspension on the truck. So giving yourself another 6 or 8 or 10 inches can make a big difference. There it goes. Okay, so now we're gonna pull this off. Okay, here it goes. We'll see it. You watching it? That's it. See it? Okay, watch the hitch up here. Take a look right here. We're off the truck. That's 100% on that jack. That's pretty impressive. Pretty awesome. Think about it. How cool is that? Traveling on a trip, 3D printer in a truck. You can take filament, you have Fusion 360 or a slicer, and you can just do anything that you want and print whatever you need on the road. How cool is that? And that was done on a Bambu Lab A1 Mini. Just killer. So that's a practical print. Matter of fact, the next one we're gonna print, I didn't bring any trailer chocks. So now I gotta print a chalk to prevent the trailer from rolling, which is why I didn't lift it all the way up. I don't wanna lose the trailer. So here we go back down. And there we are. Worked out pretty well. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And hey, thanks to our Patreon and YouTube members. Couldn't do this stuff without you. And thanks to Polymaker for this trip down to Houston. And we'll see you in the next one.